War is expensive, and if something's expensive, you need lots of money, and you need a source of that lots of money. So if you're a non-state and you want to wage war, then you need to find a source of money for that. Source of money. During the Cold War, you could say communism was the source of money. So all the insurgencies were communists. Not because the only people who wanted to overthrow the government or start an insurgency or whatnot were communists. No, it's because the communists were giving everyone money. So so pretty much, if there's an unpopular government, it's going to be the communists who are going to be the armed opposition. So, and of course, the opposition to communism is the capitalists, the American style capitalists, who will get funding from the Americans and stuff. So, the USSR had no shortage of weapons. So, that pretty much they put these weapons everywhere, and China also gave out lots and lots of weapons. Then the Cold War ended, and all of a sudden there was no one willing to fund people who want to overthrow the government and stuff. However, there was a solution: natural resources. So in the 90s and stuff, you get insurgencies funded by stuff like diamonds and stuff. But now, countries have got back in the business of funding war. So, people think, what is the solution to world peace? Well, to be honest, I think it's countries not funding insurgency. Countries not funding wars. For example, the United States would never have been a country if France didn't fund an insurgency in an enemy country. That's just a fact. Like, the Americans were rebels, and the French gave them weapons and stuff, and money and stuff, and they were able to use that to achieve their independence and stuff. So yeah, if you're a rebel, then you need foreign support, and of course the opposition to the rebels will say that the rebels are foreigners or whatnot because they're receiving foreign money and stuff. So yeah, pretty much if there's no foreign support, it's gonna be like the anti-Taliban insurgency, all but non-existent. So yeah, don't have much more to say except the way to achieve world peace is by not funding war, and that is all. Also, the war in Sudan isn't just about gold. Like the amount of money the UAE is spending on that war, I would presume it's a lot, and the amount of gold they're getting, I would presume it's less. So I think pretty much the war in Sudan isn't a war of UAE stealing Sudan's gold. I think it's the UAE funding a war because they've got X amount of money in the budget to fund wars and stuff. So yeah, that is all.